is wrapping up, and we'll be back to get this season started right after this. From Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati, Ohio, opening day baseball on the show. It's the Boston Red Sox going up against the Cincinnati Reds. With my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Schaubin. All right, partner, ready to go. Always a pleasure to get things started with you on opening day.
Well, Happy New Year, buddy. And anyone that's involved in baseball, even though it's not January 1st, this is the start of a new year. Every team has playoff hopes. I love this time of the year. I'm excited to get things going.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Today's starter, Hunter Green. And Singy, he's one of the most dominant arms in all of baseball.
He's got 4 pitches. All of them are plus pitches. But the key to his success, he's got to get ahead in the count. That way he can use those secondary pitches. It's going to be a big start for him today.
All right, ready to get underway. Ozzie Smith getting ready to hit. And we're off and running in a brand new...
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. Line drive, base hit down the line. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Hank Aaron up next for the Red Sox. Year in and year out, this guy an MVP candidate. Check swing, did he go? Yes, he did. That's strike 1. Just underway here in Cincinnati. That breaking ball drops in for a strike.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get 1 out first. It's going to be tough to get 2 with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Smith on at first, nobody out. There goes Ozzie. Pitch inside. Safe in second with a stolen base. Singy, he definitely showed off the wheels there.
Yeah, and it turned out to be a bang-bang play. StatCast gives us the data, and that stolen base wasn't possible without that sprint speed.
Man at second. That one is absolutely belted. That's got a chance. To the warning track, makes the catch. Runner tags at second, and he makes it up to third with 1 away. Let's take a look at our lineup. They're dealing with a top-level arm of the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for him. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Well, Boog, against a talented pitcher, it's crucial to disrupt his rhythm. Use Bugs to get him off the mound and move it around out there. If he's in a flow, step out and break his timing. When he throws in the zone, you might only get one pitch, so you don't want to miss it.
Williams at the plate now, and that's strike one. Late with the swing now. One away with a runner at third here on opening day.
Nope, outside.
Jackknifes out of the way. Two now. Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
You can see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Breaking ball.
Yep,
And that
they got
him.
him. First base.
Batting fourth, left fielder, Manny Ramirez.
Runners in the corners here. One away. Manny Ramirez up next for the Red Sox.
Hey!
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
2 on, 1 out. Chop back up the middle. De La Cruz. There's one. Double play.
Oh.
What a big killing down the end. They get a leadoff single that leave them stranded. Now it'll be the Reds' turn. No score.
We know how to do it. Lights up. No, we go. Out of there. Turn the lights up. Lights off.
Back here in Cincinnati. And towing the slab for the Boston Red Sox in this one, Pedro Martinez. Chris, he is a fun one to watch do his thing out there.
Well, he comes in carrying a career ERA under 3. He's been fantastic ever since he broke into the big leagues. Can't wait to watch him pitch today.
Digging in, Barry Larkin.
Ball one.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
This one popped up. Pedroia takes it in for the out. And there's one down. Here's the lineup for the Reds. As per usual, one of the best players in the sport, Johnny Bench.
Boog, if I'm the manager, this is the guy I wanted to play with the game on the line. He's just so special in these situations. The best of the best, man, they find a way to visualize those big moments well in advance, and they just slow everything down when they get into that situation. They come to the plate with a plan, they've studied the pitcher, and they just seem to execute a lot more than the average guy. I think that's part of what makes him so special.
What do you got?
Started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first. Nope, he held back.
That's ball two.
And
Ball, that's
downstairs. swings through that one.
Throughout history, the fastball down has been the most successful pitch. Guys can handle a little bit better these days, but they, of course, still...
Judge rips that one. Carrying well. He brought it back.
Well, he just took one away from one of the best in the league. It's not going to happen very often, but when you get the opportunity, better make the play, and he did right there.
Two outs, base is empty. Here's the veteran first baseman, Tony Perez. And that one is in the dirt. And that is ball one.
He's clearly trying to work him away here. Both pitches off the plate. If you really want to put the ball in play, you're going to have to stay back and drive it to the opposite field.
That one missed. Now a screamer into the outfield. And a base hit. And that extends the inning.
That swing is all about confidence. Sitting pretty with a 3-0 count and using it to your advantage instead of wasting what turned out to be a good opportunity. A great job of hitting, and the result is a single. Good stuff.
And Eugenio Suarez up to hit now. Perez off of first with 2 away.
Yeah. Ball.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Goes down looking for the strikeout. Fastball at the letters, frozen for strike 3. We played an inning, no score. Top of the second, so stepping in for Boston, David Ortiz. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. That one fouled off. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers'
Off the plate, ball one.
You're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
That one in triple digits. And a swing and a miss. One away.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there, and I don't mean to laugh, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in. It kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you up to where you can't get your hands through in the barrel to it. And not much you can do unless you recognize the spin early and you spit on it.
Willie Mays digging in now. Ed Drummond behind the plate calling balls and strikes. Maybe one of the most respected umpires around the league.
He's not the kind of umpire that you're likely to notice back there. And that can be a huge compliment, really. So if you're just kind of quietly doing your job, staying consistent with your calls, hitters, pitchers, managers, even fans, they're all going to appreciate you. Ed Drummond, he's that kind of umpire.
Tosses to first. 2 up, 2 down at the top of the second.
Batting 7th, third baseman, Wade Boggs.
2 down, base is empty. And next for the Red Sox, Wade Boggs. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. And that's a foul ball. Second inning here, no score. Right through there for a strike.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing. Later on in the game, that may be a pitch that he turns on.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. 2 down, nobody on. Foul ball, still 0-2.
Ball 1.
On the ground, right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Opening day here in Cincinnati, and always a good time. You know, Siggy, this Reds team may have been swept by the Dodgers in the wild card series last year, but they made some noise.
Yeah, you got to give a lot of credit to Terry Francona as well as their pitching staff. It was the loudest of the bunch. The Reds leaned on those arms the entire year. The offense had its moments, but make no mistake, that pitching staff was the reason the Reds reached the postseason.
Just a bit late on that 0-1 breaking ball. 0-2 hole now. He's going to have to shorten up, tighten things up if he's going to have a good at bat.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
Here's Ellie De La Cruz singing. He's the first player in history with 115 extra base hits and 115 steals in his first 300 games. That's video game stuff.
Yeah, and the thing is, Boog, he's got power and elite speed as well. Good luck defending both.
And Chris, this is a video game. 1 down. Adam Dunn, the next to hit for the Reds.
At the ball.
De La Cruz at first, 1 gone. Now quick throw to first. Back in there standing.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
The 1-0.
I mean, that's perfect location right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
Not even close there. Ball 2. Man at first, 1 away. Quick toss to first, and he's back in safely. And that's disengagement number 2. That one
Ball
missed.
3.
Fouls 1 away, and now 3-2. Payoff pitch. Runner takes off. In there for strike 3. Safe. De La Cruz gets his first steal of the game.
Well, almost a strikeout, throw-out play right there, but 3-2 is a great great count to run on. There's a good chance the hitter puts the ball in play, so it can turn into a big play offensively as well.
And now the center fielder, T.J. Friedel.
Hey!
The Reds with a chance to score first here in game one of this three-game set. Martinez, one of the best strikeout pitchers in the game, and that certainly is a benefit to him when he's in a spot like this. In the dirt.
Yeah, if you're going to be in the game in high-leverage situations, you've got to be able to get the swing and miss and put hitters away.
Stays alive. The Reds looking to strike first. Bottom half of inning number 2. And a good eye there. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. So 1 hit is all they get. We head on now to the top of the 3rd. We're tied 0-0. Boston leads off the 3rd inning here on opening day. Singy, looking back at their 2025 season, it feels like the Red Sox had an up-and-down year, but they still reached the postseason.
Yeah, I think that pretty much sums it up, partner. They traded away Rafael Devers in June and still went on to play in October. What a year it was for the Red Sox. And I think the future is pretty bright with players like Garrett Crochet and Roman Anthony.
That's ball 2.
Challenge from behind the dish here. So the call stands. Still 1 challenge left for them. Two and 1 now. Liner snagged at first. Singy, here's a look at his pitch breakdown for the game.
Well, he's known for that 4-seamer, Boog, and we've seen plenty of it from him today. You don't throw one pitch this much without having plenty of confidence in it. Nothing across against him yet, so he may just let it ride.
Dustin Pedroia, batting with 1 down, takes a strike.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
That one finds the zone, and it's 0-2.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Over to Perez. First 2 batters retired here in the top of the 3rd.
Up next for the Red Sox, shortstop Ozzie Smith.
So the Red Sox lineup turns over. Now it's the shortstop, Ozzie Smith. He's 1 for 1, led off the game with a single.
Ball. Down.
Top of the 3rd, no score.
Ball, that's high. Ah!
And there's a foul ball. Two down, nobody on. This one in the air, right field. Brings it in with a nice running grab. And that is that. Home half of the 3rd coming up. No score. Back here at Great American Ballpark. And now for the Reds, Matt McClain.
Ball, that's down.
A defensive swing right there. Some cheese on the inside part of the plate. But the hands are still stinging after that one.
Outside low. It's 2-2. That one missed. Swing and a bouncer, but it kicks foul. Gets a piece and stays alive. Payoff pitch. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Larkin, batting with one down, takes a strike. Pulls it down, and there are 2 away.
Up next for the Reds, right fielder, Aaron Judge.
Aaron Judge at the plate. He's 0 for 1.
Ball upstairs. That's ball 2.
Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. Didn't miss by too much, but it'll stay a ball. So they'll lose their first challenge. Here's a 2-0. And another ball. Tony Perez on deck for Cincinnati. Center field. That's a base hit. And with the inning still alive, here comes the heart of the order.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like you did right there.
Tony Perez, the next to hit. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Perez, a slugging first baseman, over 2,500 hits in his career. He joined the team as a free agent. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just going to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
And ball 1.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Judge, the runner at first with 2 gone.
Ball 2.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Good job to fight that one off. That misses,
ball 3.
And that's ball 3.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. 3 innings complete, no score. Back here in Cincinnati, so stepping in for Boston, Hank Aaron. that one in triple digits.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
I'll tell you what, he's embarrassed right now. Never swings at that kind of pitch, especially that early in the count.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Judge takes it in for the out. One up, one down.
Up next for the Red Sox, the designated hitter, Ted
And next is the designated hitter, Ted Williams.
This guy's usually not one to chase pitches off the plate, but he did there. We'll see if he can tighten up his zone a little bit.
What do you
Started
got?
after it. Appeal to third. Yes, he did. That's a swing. All tied up here on opening day. Got him looking for the K. He's got to be frustrated with that call.
Well, you know that's got to be very frustrating for this guy. He knows the strike zone extremely well, and you know what? Good hitters are not going to compromise. He'll take that punch out, but ultimately stick with his plan and have more success than anything else.
Now at the plate, Manny Ramirez.
That's a ball. Ball, that's out.
2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Slice hard but foul. Pitch misses there. And now it's 3-2. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And they have their first hit since the first inning.
Up next for the Red
Dominant
Sox,
performance
first
for him
baseman,
today,
David
Boog.
Ortiz.
Just 2 hits allowed so far. No runs across either. And he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
Now, David Ortiz.
inside.
The 1-0. This one in the air, center field. Friedel settles underneath it. And that is that. One hit. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now the Reds cleanup hitter, Eugenio Suarez.
Well, these Reds, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats, and I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. Strikeouts are a little easier to stomach in baseball today, but even by those standards, they're going down way too often, and I think they're having a hard time getting any momentum going as a result.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Man, he'd like to have that pitch back.
Swing and a miss. Picks up strikeout number 7. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Johnny Bench, the next to hit for the Reds. Went down on strikes his first time through.
Yeah. Ball, that's out. One and two here. Up the middle.
Smith over to first in time. Already 2 gone here in the home fourth. Ellie De La Cruz digs in now. That's in there, and that is strike 1. To the right side. The flip, and they get the out. Through 4, still tied. Zip, zip. Back here at Great American Ballpark, Joe stepping in for... Austin, Willie Mays. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
You know, these Red Sox just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough for them to get anything going.
Chases in the dirt, slider there. Gets to it on the first. Gets him. 1 away on a drop third strike.
That was a well-executed slider away for the strikeout right there. First 2 pitches filled up the zone and got him ahead 0-2 in the count. And at that point, you can start expanding the zone as a pitcher. He made him chase and got the quick strikeout.
It's Wade Boggs now. That one in there across the letters. And a foul ball. All tied up here on opening day. Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
That one way inside. And a payoff pitch. That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
Go ahead run on base. Rick Farrell up next for the Red Sox. He's 0 for 1. Softly hit to third. Throws across the diamond, and there's 2 down.
Up next for the Red Sox, second baseman Dustin Pedroia.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Dustin Pedroia will hit next. Grounded out his first time up. And fouled off. Man on second, 2 down. That's it for a strike. 0-2 down.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
Fights it off. He'll see another.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Battling here as he fouls it away. The Bo Sox with a chance to score first, and we're at the top of the 5th. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Stays alive.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Man at second. Swings and misses. Struck him out. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one.
Well, this guy competes hard. You see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
For disaster waiting, your eggs in one basket breaking. That's why I got 2 clicks.
Back here in Cincinnati. In now for the Reds, Adam Dunn.
Well, these Reds doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They haven't produced a run yet, but the pitch count for the starter is starting to climb, so they're hoping that starts to pay off soon.
Pedroia tosses to first, and that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th.
It's still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
Here's the center fielder, T.J. Friedel. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. And a foul ball. Strike 2.
Sold it really well with the arm speed. Swung underneath it, so changeup that stayed a little bit more on plane than what he was anticipating.
1-2 now. And look out.
Perfect.
As that one ran in and got him. He had him 1-2, and he ends up hitting him with a pitch. One out, man at first. Matt McClain, the next to hit for the Reds. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time.
Ball, that's out.
That one catches the zone, and 1-1.
Now, there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if he can mix that in whenever he wants.
Here's a 1-1.
That's ball 2.
One away, tie game. Go-ahead run stands at first. The next pitch misses, and the count's full.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boo.
Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. Strikeout number 8.
Well, really expanded the zone right there with that fastball off the outside corner of the plate. Got him to chase it. That's a tough one to lay off of because it starts close to you and just continues to run away from you in that batter's box. So it's a really nice pitch with 2 strikes.
Larkin stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he's attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This is been a treat to watch.
This one popped up. Ortiz gets under it, and the inning is over. Still back here in a close one, and a look now at some of the biggest plays from the game. Next to hit,
Leading
Ozzie
off
Smith.
for Boston, shortstop Ozzie Smith.
Ball.
First
That's
sign of
inside.
movement in the Reds bullpen. Emilio Pagan up and loosening in the pen. Burke also throwing. The 1-0.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
That one ripped. And
Nope, that's foul.
just foul. Good job to fight that one off. Next offering popped in the air, right field. Judge takes it in for the out. And there's one away.
Up next for the Red Sox, right fielder Henry.
So stepping in for Boston, Hank Aaron. This guy with big-time power and an elite defender.
That's out.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Ted Williams up next for the Red Sox.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
And that one is lifted in the air. Judge in position. He's got it.
Up next for the Red Sox, left fielder Manny Ramirez.
Go ahead run on base. Manny Ramirez getting ready to hit. Scoreless here, but now he's got to deal with a guy who's got some power. Got to be careful when you're talking about a hitter with this type of slug and these type of home run totals.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Yoan in the dirt, blocked. Now throw to first, but back easily. 2 gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. And there's the
That's
ball.
low.
Runner on the go. And that one fouled off. Here's the pitch. Runner goes again. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The Red Sox with the go-ahead run at first, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Runner goes again. Swings and misses. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Bottom of the 6th inning. In now for the Reds, Aaron Judge. That one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
a breaking ball misses outside.
Got to be real careful here. 2-0. He's hunting for his pitch.
The Judge takes a strike. Foul ball there. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Two down. This one in the air, right field. And they have their first hit since the third inning. High bounce over the fence for an automatic double. Next for Cincinnati, Tony Perez. 1 for 2.
Ball, that's
Well, here's a
inside.
good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and Harvey Order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
Fastball for a strike. Go ahead run in scoring position. Nobody out. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one.
Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Eugenio Suarez up to the plate now. There's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Yeah, that's fouled off. Man at second. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
Ball, that's
Really
off the
good
plate.
slider. He's up there just hoping that it ends up off the plate away.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Most guys are very aggressive when they see the stakes out there on the base paths and can't understand why he wasn't ready to swing the bat. You've got to be ready to swing the bat in a situation like that with the go-ahead run in scoring position.
Next to hit, Johnny Bench. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. For a strike.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Man on second, 2 down.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Outside with a breaking ball.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, too. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
Fights it off. You'll see another. 2 down. Go ahead run in scoring position. Pulls the string with the changeup. Struck him out.
Spot, had to make a great pitch, pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Emilio Pagan. Leading off, David Ortiz. This guy with light tower power. That one misses. Ball 1. Up and in. Look out. The hitters count the 2-0. Hey! Ripped to short. The throw to first. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th.
Up next for the Red Sox, center fielder Willie Mays.
Willie Mays up to hit. He's a guy who does it all.
Ball.
All tied up here in the top half of inning number 7. That misses the zone, and that's ball 2. Hey! Up and
nope,
in.
that's the ball.
3 balls and a strike. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Payoff pitch. Done. Takes it in for the out. 2-away down.
Great swing of the bat right there. Trying to get on as that go-ahead run. He just wasn't able to find a hole.
And next for the Red Sox, Wade Boggs. Down, nobody on.
Ball inside. That's a ball.
Foul off the plate. They'll do it again. The 2-2 on the way. And they'll do it again.
What's going on, man?
Here's a 2-2.
That's a new handle you got going on there. Yeah, they did. I like Kenny and Sadiq. That was a good pick.
No score.
But it's hard to have a bad draft in the first round when you have 3 picks, I guess.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Aroldis Chapman.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Stepping in, Ellie De La Cruz. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side.
I don't know what the Cardinals were doing taking a running back at number 3 when they don't have anything else.
One pitch and one out.
They needed an edge rusher. They need O-line. They don't have a quarterback.
Now for the Reds, Adam Dunn.
Yeah, I mean, and it's not that he's bad. He's a good player. That just, I'm not sure how, like, that just doesn't seem to me like, I could be wrong. Like, when Saquon came out, and obviously I'm a Penn State fan, but when Saquon came out, I was like, whoever gets him, he's going to be a Hall of Fame running back. But, I mean, Love, maybe he's a really good running back, but they don't have the things they need to be a good team. So I'm confused on the pick. And again, I guess you could say some of the same things with the Jets, but they had a lot of pieces. And the quarterbacks besides Mendoza aren't supposed to be that good in this draft. So, you know what? I'm going to be interested to see where Drew Aller goes, because before this year in college football, I was really high on him. And obviously he didn't play that well, and then he got hurt. So it'll be interesting to see who gets Aller. Maybe the Jets pick up Aller later in the draft.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. The high heat, too much on that one.
But that was like NIL deals, right? They were talking about he can't get $50 million. I don't think they don't sign yet, so that's not his NFL contract. That's his NIL stuff, college, I think.
I think a lot of it has to do with all the attention and emphasis on improved spin rates. These fastballs are just exploding out of the pitcher's hands and jumping through the zone.
Friedel stands in here, tried to hold back his swing there, but went around.
Nope, that's
Chapman,
inside.
multi-time All-Star. He features a four-seam fastball, a sinker, a slider, and occasionally works in a splitter. Fastball for a strike. Swung on.
And I have no idea what we're going to do, to be perfectly honest with you.
And that will end the inning. And 1, 2, 3 go the Reds. And we are still scoreless. Ready to begin the 8th. Joe stepping in for Boston.
Yeah, that guy from Toledo seems good. It's hard to say, you know. Man.
Rick Farrell.
Yeah, hard to say, I guess. I'm gonna be at work tonight, but I'm gonna try to watch the Red Sox game on my phone. But
Activity in the bullpen.
Red Sox, what the heck are they doing?
Closer of the staff is throwing. Burke getting loose as well.
And I'll just keep getting updates on the draft, I guess. But we just got no offense in real life. I feel like we got a lot of good young players, though.
Dunn charging after it.
Oh yeah. I feel like the Red Sox overall pitching is good too. Plus they got a couple young guys, but at the same time, like, we gotta score some runs. We don't have any guys who can. We don't have any guys who can hit home runs. Wilson Contreras is solid. I like that pickup that we got him, but Herman Anthony's young. Marcelo Meyer's young. He's got to develop. So it might be a growing pains year for us offensively. We'll see, I guess.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
A little anxious, a little aggressive early in the count. Too much for me.
He was okay with, I think, the Marlins last year. He was the dude that got hit in the head by the ball when the catcher threw the ball back and he wasn't looking. Pretty sure.
We'll do it again. Spoils the two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Battling here as he fouls it away. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
7 fouls in a row. Such an impressive at bat we're seeing right here, regardless of how it ends up.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. About to see the 11th pitch of the at bat here.
That's a ball.
Stays alive.
I'll tell you, with pitch counts being such a big consideration in today's game, an amazing fight at the plate like this ends up being incredibly valuable. Running that pitch count up, no matter what the result ends up being, he's going to get a lot of high fives in the dugout.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The 2-2 now. In the air out to center, and it falls. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
He made that look easy, keeping his bat in the zone on plane for a long time. That leads to a high contact rate and more barrels, Boog. Even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Ozzie Smith now at the plate, 1 for 3.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
In for a strike. 0-2.
Quickly in an 0-2 hole, you're going to have to give something up here in terms of power if you want to put the ball in play with any authority.
The 0-2. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again.
Dang, Pagan's like cooked the rest of the series. Oh, they get an X. I forgot we got an off day after the first game of the season. Dang. I was going to say, Pagan might be cooked the rest of the series right now.
Number 2. And now Terry Francona makes his way out of the dugout towards the mound, and he'll make a change. Emilio Pagan out of the game, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break.
Now pitching.
They hand the ball over to a new arm, Brock Burke. Go-ahead run on base. Hank Aaron up next for the Red Sox. Lots of pop at the plate. Outfield playing back almost on the warning track. Makes a sliding stop. And very nicely done for the out. Nice work from the Cincinnati pen there. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. And we still have no score. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. In now for the Reds, Matt McClain. And the 0-2. picked off the plate that time.
Inside, ball 3.
Barry Larkin in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Barry Larkin. The next to hit for the Reds. 0 for 3 in this one.
Ball! That pitch is out. Ball in.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. He's got it. 2 up, 2 down.
Up next for the Reds, right fielder.
Here is Aaron Judge. Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Aroldis Chapman departs. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. So out of the pen comes the right-hander, Mason Miller. Started after it, appeal to first, and he went around. That's ruled a swing. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning.
Inside, ball.
Next offering is foul back. Down, nobody on. Hammered, base hit. Around first and hustling for second. The throw in. Safe. And that's his 3rd hit.
Having a really nice game here. That's his 2nd extra base hit. A lot riding on this next at bat now as they look to take the lead at a critical point in this one.
And here is Tony Perez. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. That's off the inside corner, and it's 1-0. Slider misses outside. Runner at second, 2 down.
Ball, that's outside.
3 balls, no strikes.
Well, first base is open, but there's plenty of power waiting on deck for a tough spot for the pitcher, especially with this count.
Eugenio Suarez in the on-deck circle, hoping for a chance.
3 strikeouts for him already, but that would be forgotten if he can get to the plate and make a difference right here.
full.
4-2
Extra
board.
base.
That just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and got the play was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
So the go-ahead run is into scoring position. Eugenio Suarez digs in now. Got to be careful with a slugger like this because he can turn it into a 3-run game in the blink of an eye.
There was a high-velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
2 aboard, 2 outs. Here's a 1-2. That one drifts inside.
That's a really good take.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out. They miss a big chance to take the lead here late. Reds strand a couple, and we're still knotted at 0. All set to start the 9th in this one. Here now the Red Sox DH, Ted Williams. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Oh, 1 down. Little chopper rolls foul. 0-2 now.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
Dives, but it's off his glove. The throw comes in too late, and they come away without an out. Digging in, Manny Ramirez. Making a move at first, and on to run for the Red Sox, Jarren Duran. He represents the go-ahead run, so they hope some extra speed will help with that. City velocity 97 with that fastball. And that one fouled off.
These hitters like this that have so much power, look forward to seeing them hit the ball a long way. But if you're in the stands, or you're in a broadcast booth, or you're a writer, better keep your eye on the game.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
The 0-2. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Fights it off. He'll see another. The go-ahead run aboard at first. Nobody out. That misses the zone. Outside. 1-2 to count. Good eye in that spot.
Just missing off the plate there according to the umpire. And out there on the mound, maybe trying to get an explanation. Can't say he's convinced, but it looks like he's accepted it.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. Go-ahead run on base. David Ortiz up next for the Red Sox. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout.
Right there for a strike. Late in the game, everyone gets a little tighter. Way to get ahead on a really good hitter right there.
The 0-1. Runner on the move. Pitching for a strike. Throw to second. On a bounce. Safe.
Now a good opportunity to potentially jump ahead in this game here in the later innings.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Man at second. Just misses with that one.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Outside low, and it's 2-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. 2-2 now. Good job to fight that one off. The Bo Sox with the go-ahead run standing at second here at the top of the ninth. Slides for the stop. Takes it himself, and he got him. Nicely done at first for the out.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
And now Terry Francona makes his way out of the dugout towards the mound, and he'll make a change. Brock Burke won't go any further, and he leaves a runner at third. So we'll see how the next pitcher deals with that when we get back. Sox. This guy, one of the best contact men in the sport as well. Outstanding on the defensive end. 2 outs with a runner at third. Check swing, went around, and it's 1-1. Late swing, fouled off. That one way outside, and the count's even at 2. Just misses there. Wade Boggs in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. In there! Got him looking for the K. Huge strikeout there. 1 left for the Red Sox. It's the 9th, and we are tied. Bottom 9, and they've got a chance. Walk-off in this tie game. Here's the Reds catcher, Johnny Bench.
Yeah! Ball 1.
Got him swinging. Blew the express right by his back for strike 3.
Well, you talk about a pitch coming in on a frozen rope. The challenges of catching up to 100 miles an hour or above is just tremendous. You see it, at least you think you do, but by the time you swing, it's in the catcher's mitt.
And now the shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz. Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Mason Miller is done, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with a new pitcher after this break. The new pitcher in the game, Adrian Morejon.
trying to keep good speed off the bases.
All tied up. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. And a 1-2.
Inside, ball 2.
Stays alive. Way inside. This one in the air, center field. And there are 2 outs. Here's the left fielder, Adam Dunn. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. An all-star a season ago. He features a sinker, a slider, a changeup, a cutter, and he works in a 4-seamer. Swings through that one out in front that time. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Swing and a miss, struck him out. That's the 3rd out, and we'll play extra innings in this one. On to extra innings. So stepping in for Boston, Wade Boggs. Drilled in the air out towards right center. Friedel under it. Brings it in. Runner tags at second. And he's in safely at third with 1 out.
Up next for the Red Sox, catcher Rick Farrell.
Go ahead run on base. Rick Farrell will hit. And the pitch a little bit low, ball 1.
Definitely a strikeout situation right here. Lots of ways for that go-ahead run to score if the ball's put in play.
Swing and he popped it up. Has room and he makes the catch. So digging in, Dustin Pedroia.
Put together a great at-bat last time. Really battled. Ended up with the base hit.
That one missed. The Red Sox with the go-ahead run at third here in extra innings. Right through there for a strike. That's down and in. Slider missed. Late swing fouled off. Gets a piece and stays alive. Two on the way. On a line. And that's the third out.
Well, this guy competes hard. You see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
On to the bottom of the 10th. In now for the Reds, TJ Friedl.
Oh, how he'd love to walk it off right here.
Swing and a ground ball. Tosses to first. The winning run moves up to third, so they'll be happy with that. Matt McClain, the next to hit for the Reds. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. Check swing, and he went. It's 0-1. Foul off down the right side. Winning run at third, 1 down. And we're in the last half of the 10th. Got him looking.
I don't know what he's looking for right there. You have to be ready to swing the bat. You can walk it off if you're just a little more aggressive.
Now it's the Reds DH, Barry Larkin. Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Adrian Morejon gives way, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back. So they turn to their closer, Dennis Eckersley. That one finds the zone. 0-1. Winning run at third, 2 down. And it's 1-1. That's a little bit low. And it's in there at the knees for a strike. Winning run at third, 2 down. And here in extra innings. In the dirt. Wow, that's a great job behind the dish there. Tag, got it. What a throw to end the inning. We're in extras here. Now here's the Red Sox leadoff hitter, Ozzie Smith.
Ball, that's in.
at second. And a swing and a miss.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Pitches in there. And the count 1-2.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
That's the third. Suarez throws to first in time.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over and got the ground ball.
Hank Aaron getting ready to hit.
This is a big spot for a big-time player.
Looks like they want to set up the double play. Intentional walk will make it first and second with 1 gone. Jaron Durant steps to the dish in a big spot. Getting his first plate appearance here in extra innings. He entered the game as a pinch runner. Fastball for a strike. Two on, 1 out. That one inside. Look out.
A little frustrating with the strike zone.
Durant. But that one missed, and here comes a challenge. Good eye at the plate. They'll overturn the call. They'll keep their remaining challenge. 1 out. The go-ahead run is at second. Hit hard, but foul off to the left. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Nice work there to get the strikeout, and that's a big second out. And I'll tell you, this home crowd will be fired up. They can get out of this and leave that go-ahead run stranded in scoring position. This is a big moment in this game.
And now Terry Francona makes his way out of the dugout towards the mound, and he'll make a change. Rob Dibble out of the game, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this. The left-hander on now, Caleb Ferguson. Go-ahead run on base, Manny Ramirez, the next to hit. Swing and a foul out of play. The Bo Sox with the go-ahead run standing at second. We are in the 11th. Liner caught at second. Back here at Great American Ballpark. Set for the bottom of the 11th. Barry Larkin now at the plate. So coming into the game now on defense. On Biggins. He'll be out in left field. Boston's bullpen with some activity. Griffin Jacks, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Spire, the power lefty, up as well.
Ball, that's out.
Nasty 2-0 slider there for a strike. That tells you he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch.
And fouled off. misses the zone. Full count now. Base hit right field. Runner around third on his way to the plate. Throw is offline. This one's over, and the Reds walk it off in the 11th.
You know, he had to feel the pressure. Winning run on second base. Found a way to make solid contact, and the winning run comes across to score. Everyone going crazy. Exciting finish to this game today.
And our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John Shambi saying so long